Hey guys, it's the Gear Tester, back with a couple more things about Tuff Quickstrips. I've done a couple other reviews on Tuff Quickstrips, centering mainly around these Quickstrips chambered in 38 Special 357 Magnum, and discussing others chambered in pistol calibers, such as these here chambered in .22 long rifle. I've talked about how they'd be an excellent choice to back up a revolver such as this Smith & Wesson Model 60, an excellent revolver that these Quickstrips would allow you, if you chose to concealed carry this, to organize your ammunition, to have it with you, and then allows you to also to speed up your reload using them as a reloading device. But today, I'd like to talk to you more about these here. These Quickstrips, which are, as you can see, much larger, chambered in 20 gauge shotgun, right? I think that these are excellent things to own, not just because they help me organize things, but because of some of the other applications and uses for them. And one of the things that I think they'd be excellent for is a home defense situation. You know, something goes bump in the night, you find your shotgun, and you reach out and you find your Quickstrip, and that Quickstrip goes right in your pocket. Okay, allowing you to have a loaded gun, and then allowing you to have ammunition with you in a situation, and as you prepare maybe for a home defense situation, these would be a good thing. You know, they're about $12, $15 for a pack of 2. They come in 12 gauge or 20 gauge, and I believe also in 410, allowing you some latitude for your decisions of caliber to carry. These are in 20 gauge. Another application that I think these Tuff Quickstrips would fall into would be they'd be very beneficial to a police officer. Okay, if an officer is out, whether he or she is out on patrol, driving around, and they're needing to respond to a situation where a shotgun is going to be needed, being able to have a bag like this excellent 511 bailout bag with them, and then have some of these Quickstrips organized and set up, it would be very beneficial. I can't imagine that an officer wouldn't appreciate having backup ammunition and a pouch or a bag to have organized them in. Tuff Quickstrips would also would help me organize my ammunition. If I was an officer and I had less than lethal rounds that were being issued to me, because these Quickstrips come in a number of different colors, I could have less than lethal, maybe in black Quickstrips or in pink Quickstrips, and have my lethal rounds in yellow or red Quickstrips, or whatever my unit or I chose to do, allowing me to have them in pouches like this. And if I chose to take my shotgun with me to respond maybe to a school shooting event or to a domestic dispute or something like that, I'm going to roll out, have this with me. If I realize I do not want to use a lethal round, right? I do not want to use a slug, I do not want to use buckshot, but maybe I want to use a less than lethal round. I could have my less than lethal rounds in another color, flip it open, is this a less than lethal load? Ready to go, and then I could make a situation that could have ended very, very sadly, with much less damage and grief to families, to myself, and to an individual, using something like a beanbag round or something that would be allow me to take control of the situation, allow me to restrain a individual, but not cause a lethal damage to them or to lessen the chance of a lethal situation. In the case of a soldier fighting, using a rig such as this Eagle universal chest rig here, if it was my job in the unit or the group of soldiers I was operating in to carry the shotgun that would be using for breaching, this would allow me, these Tuff Quickstrips would allow me to do something like this. I don't need to carry that many rounds because it's a special purpose, and that shotgun is going to weigh me down already, so I don't want to carry loads of extra ammunition, but allowing me to have a couple of these and my shotgun readily loaded, allowing me to back up that shotgun as we chose to breach doors, depending on how many doors we're going to need to breach. And that's going to be a good decision, right, to use my space and to have these not just, maybe I've decided not to just have them loose in a pouch, right, like so, maybe that's not a good option for me because I have other things I need. I need to have extra magazines for my rifle. Maybe I need to be running extra magazines, pouches for my holsters, for my pistol mags. Maybe then it makes good sense to carry a couple of these, which keep my rounds together and not just kind of floating around in a pouch. And then I can just simply, put them in and be ready to go. I think there are a lot of beneficial applications for these Quickstrips, chambered in revolver calibers, but also chambered in these shotgun calibers, whether that's 20 gauge, like I have here, or 12 gauge, or 410 gauge, allowing you to keep your rounds organized, to maybe keep them separate, so if I want to have buckshot or slugs, etc. Also, for an individual who chooses to go hunting, in a situation where they're out maybe hunting birds, and because another animal is in season as well, or maybe you've gotten a small game tag and you're able to be carrying lead with you, you're out bird hunting, but you also want to be able to have some buckshot ready to go. If you see some coyotes, slipping this in again to a pocket where you know where it's going to be, and easily accessing them in the situation of seeing another animal which you'd like to be hunting, and which is legal for you to be hunting, it would allow you to have this ammunition ready to go, organized in a specific place, and not just jumbled in with all your other shells. I think there are lots of benefits from Tuff Quickstrips, and if you would like to go to their website, it's www.tuffproducts.com, allowing you to get on and view their products. They sell them there online on their site. You can also go to a number of other sites and shop around for the best price. These shotgun shell ones are going to run you about $12 to $15 plus shipping and handling. The pistol ones, they're going to come in sets of 2, are going to run you more like $7 or $8. I really like Tuff Quickstrips. I've used them for a long time now. I found them to be very helpful, and particularly these shotgun shell ones have come in very handy for me. Thank you guys for your views. This is the Gear Tester signing off.